What if just one small, sour sip before bed could quietly reshape how your entire body feels? Your energy, your digestion, even the way you sleep at night, all shifting without pills, prescriptions, or dramatic routines. It might sound too simple to matter, but sometimes simplicity is where the power lies. Picture this. It's 10 p.m. A woman in her 60s stands in front of the bathroom mirror. She looks tired, her eyes a little dull, her shoulders heavy with a day's weight. She's been feeling bloated for weeks, waking up exhausted, and carrying a few extra pounds that won't budge. But tonight, something different happens. She pours a tiny glass, just a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar mixed with warm water, and drinks it slowly. She doesn't expect much, but over the next 7 nights, her story begins to change. The bloating eases. Her sleep deepens. She stops waking up at 3 a.m., feeling restless and wired. By day 5, her energy is steadier, her cravings quieter. On day 7, she looks in the mirror again, and this time, her eyes look clearer. Her belly feels lighter. She even smiles. This isn't a commercial. It's not a gimmick. We're not here to sell you anything. What we are here to do is reveal what 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, taken at the right moment, can quietly fix in your body, without you even realizing it. Because sometimes, a tiny glass holds more power than we think. It's not about the vinegar, it's about the acid. Let's get one thing straight. It's not the vinegar itself that works the magic. It's what's inside it. And the real hero here is something called acetic acid. This powerful natural compound is what gives apple cider vinegar its sour punch. But it also happens to be one of the most overlooked tools for helping your body stabilize blood sugar, especially at night, when your metabolism tends to drift out of balance. Here's why that matters. After age 50, your insulin sensitivity often drops. Your body becomes slower at processing sugars, even small ones from rice, fruit, or bread. This is why so many people wake up in the morning with high blood sugar levels, even if they didn't eat late or touch dessert. It's not always what you're eating. It's how your liver responds overnight. Now, imagine your blood sugar like a roller coaster. Up and down, spiking after dinner, dipping around midnight, and shooting back up by dawn. You feel it as restlessness, hunger, hot flashes, or a 3 a.m. bathroom trip. But when acetic acid enters the picture, it's like pulling a gentle brake on that wild ride. Instead of roller coaster chaos, your system shifts into cruise control. No sudden highs, no steep drops, just smooth, steady flow. Visually, picture your body as a car flying downhill, gaining speed, losing control. Then, just a light tap on the brakes. That's what a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with acetic acid does when you take it after dinner. It slows the sugar surge, tells the liver to relax, and helps your body ease into rest, not stress. So the next time you hear someone say, "Vinegar is good for you," remember, it's not the vinegar. It's the acid that does the work. The surprising sleep switch. For nearly a decade, Mr. Thomas, 62 years old, retired postal worker, grandfather of 4, had a nightly ritual of frustration. Every evening around 10 p.m., he'd lie in bed, tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling, mind racing with thoughts that wouldn't quit. He tried it all: melatonin, over-the-counter sleep aids, sleepy time teas, meditation apps. Nothing truly worked. Some nights, he'd manage a few broken hours. Most nights, he simply watched the hours tick by, exhausted, but unable to fall into that deep, restoring sleep. One evening, his daughter, an RN, handed him a small glass. "Try this," she said. It was nothing fancy, just 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, diluted in warm water with a dash of lemon. Drink it 30 minutes before bed. she added. Skeptical but desperate, Mr. Thomas gave it a shot. That night, he fell asleep and stayed asleep. No bathroom trip at 2 a.m., no waking with a headache. And when he opened his eyes at sunrise, something felt different. He felt clear. It was the first time in years I woke up without feeling like I was dragging an anchor, he later said. The science? Apple cider vinegar, particularly its acetic acid, doesn't knock you out like a pill. It works with your body, not against it. It gently improves the function of GABA, a calming neurotransmitter that helps your brain slow down and transition into true deep sleep. Unlike medications that sedate, GABA promotes natural restfulness, the kind that recharges both brain and body. It's also why many people report that just a small amount of apple cider vinegar before bed leads not only to deeper sleep, but more vivid dreams, clearer thinking in the morning, and no groggy hangover effect. This challenges what we've been told, that sleep is about hours. But in truth, it's not about how long you sleep, it's about how deep you go. And sometimes, the solution isn't in another supplement or prescription, it's in a single, sour sip you've been overlooking, fixing bloating without pills. You know that feeling. You finish dinner, everything tasted great, but within 20 minutes, your stomach feels like a balloon. Your shirt suddenly feels tighter. You shift in your seat, maybe even loosen your belt a notch. It's not pain exactly. It's pressure. That slow, uncomfortable fullness that makes you wish you hadn't eaten at all. And if you lie down too soon, it's even worse. Hello, acid reflux. But what if the problem isn't the food? What if it's how your body is digesting it? As we age, our stomach acid naturally declines, which is ironic, because most people assume the opposite. We reach for antacids or chalky tablets, thinking our bodies are too acidic. But in reality, we're not acidic enough. And when stomach acid is low, your body struggles to break down proteins and fats, leading to bloating, slow digestion, and even nighttime heartburn. This is where apple cider vinegar steps in, not as a miracle, but as a natural acid booster. The acetic acid in vinegar helps mimic the stomach's own acid, supporting better breakdown of food, smoother digestion, and a major reduction in post-meal heaviness. Here's the simple routine. After dinner, not before, not during, but about 30 minutes later, mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into a small glass of warm water. Sip slowly. That's it. No pills, no fizzing tablets. Just your body getting a gentle nudge in the right direction. Most people notice the change in just a few days. Less bloating, no more burping, and a stomach that actually feels lighter after eating. The truth is, digestion doesn't need more medicine. It just needs more support. The mineral absorption secret. You've likely heard that calcium, magnesium, and zinc are important for your body. But what no one tells you is, your body can only use them if your stomach is acidic enough. This is the hidden role of apple cider vinegar that's changing how many people over tea manage everything from muscle cramps to restless legs. You see, your stomach needs acid not just to digest food, but to unlock minerals. Without the right acidic environment, those expensive supplements, they mostly pass right through. Let's take magnesium as an example. It's critical for relaxing muscles, calming nerves, and supporting quality sleep. But when stomach acid is too low, which becomes common after age 45, you simply don't absorb enough of it. The result? You wake up with charley horse cramps, tingling hands, or that sudden jolt in your leg at 3 a.m. That's exactly what happened to Linda, a 58-year-old woman who had tried magnesium pills for months. Nothing worked until she added just 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in warm water before bed. Within 3 nights, she slept straight through for the first time in weeks. No spasms, no burning calves, just quiet sleep. Why does it work? Think of your body like a sponge. In a properly acidic environment, minerals get soaked up into your cells efficiently. Without it, they bounce off, unused. Apple cider vinegar primes your stomach's pH, setting the stage for minerals to flow in smoothly. Visualize this: a stream of glowing minerals traveling through your gut. When the acid is low, the gate is shut. But when you support digestion with vinegar, that gate opens wide, allowing calcium, magnesium, zinc, and potassium to be absorbed where your body truly needs them. This isn't magic. It's smart physiology. Absorption isn't about what you take. It's about what your body can actually use. Snacking at night? Blame your blood sugar. Have you ever found yourself standing in front of the fridge at 9:30 p.m., staring at a leftover muffin or a bag of chips, telling yourself, just one bite? You're not alone. Nighttime snacking is one of the most common habits that slowly drains energy, adds weight, and confuses your metabolism. But here's the truth that few people realize. Most nighttime cravings aren't about hunger. They're about blood sugar. After dinner, your blood sugar starts to dip naturally. But in people over 50, especially those with insulin resistance or a sluggish liver, the drop can be more dramatic. That dip sends a signal to your brain: hey, we're low, find carbs, fast. So you crave bread, cookies, cereal, or something salty and starchy. Not because your stomach is empty, but because your blood chemistry is out of balance. This is where apple cider vinegar comes in, quietly, powerfully. When taken after dinner, just 1 tablespoon in a glass of water, the acetic acid helps regulate your insulin response. It slows down the release of glucose into your bloodstream, keeping levels more stable through the night. That means fewer false hunger signals and fewer late-night trips to the kitchen. Think about it. If your blood sugar stayed steady, would you still be craving that snack? Or would you finally be able to wind down, let your body rest, and give your liver the break it deserves? We often beat ourselves up over willpower, but this isn't a discipline issue. It's a chemistry issue. Fix the chemistry, and the cravings fade naturally. So tonight, before you reach for that cookie, pause. Ask yourself, am I really hungry? Or is my liver just confused? Your answer might surprise you, and your sleep, your energy, and even your waistline will thank you for asking. Nighttime fat burn mode. Every night, while you sleep, something powerful is supposed to happen inside your body: fat burning. Yes, your deepest rest is also your body's most active metabolic window. But here's the catch: that only happens if your internal chemistry allows it. And for most people over 50, that natural nighttime process is quietly broken by a single hormone: insulin. Let's break it down. When you eat, especially meals high in carbs, your insulin levels rise. That's normal. Insulin's job is to shuttle glucose out of the bloodstream and into your cells. But if insulin stays elevated into the evening, which often happens with a late dinner or a sweet dessert, your body won't burn fat overnight. It'll store it. You see, insulin is not just a sugar-regulating hormone. It's a fat-blocking hormone. It tells your body, we've got food in the system. No need to tap into fat stores. So instead of burning the fat you've accumulated throughout the day, your body holds onto it like savings it refuses to spend. Now here's the critical part. In order for your body to flip into fat burning mode at night, insulin needs to drop first. This is where apple cider vinegar, ACV, plays a surprising role. Taken at the right time, about 20 to 30 minutes after dinner, the acetic acid in ACV helps bring insulin levels down faster and more efficiently. Not only does this stabilize blood sugar, as we explored earlier, but it sets the hormonal stage for growth hormone to rise. Why does that matter? Because growth hormone is the master switch for nighttime fat burning. It tells your body, time to repair, time to regenerate, and yes, time to burn stored fat. But here's the problem. Growth hormone and insulin can't be high at the same time. It's like trying to drive with your foot on the brake and the gas pedal at once. One has to go down for the other to go up. ACV acts like the hand gently lifting the brake, allowing your body to accelerate into deep repair and fat-burning territory. Imagine your body like a factory at night. During the day, it's busy digesting, moving, thinking, doing. But when night comes, the lights dim, and the repair crew comes in, cleaning, sweeping, burning excess fuel. Yes, that includes fat. But none of that happens if the switch hasn't been flipped. Insulin is the blocker. Growth hormone is the activator, and apple cider vinegar is the switch flipper. In one case study, a 63-year-old man with stubborn belly fat added just 1 tablespoon of ACV after dinner. No other changes. After 2 weeks, not only did he sleep deeper, but he dropped 2 inches from his waistline. Why? Because he finally gave his body permission to do what it was always designed to do: burn fat at night. So if you've ever felt like you're doing everything right, but the weight won't move, maybe it's not what you're eating. It's when and how your body is allowed to metabolize it. Sleep isn't passive. It's a metabolic opportunity. And ACV might just be the key to unlocking it. Sleep is your fat-burning factory. Apple cider vinegar is the one who turns on the lights. The detox. No one talks about. When most people think of liver detox, they picture herbal teas, green juices, or expensive supplements. But here's something almost no one talks about. Your liver can't detox if your stomach isn't acidic enough. And that's not some fringe theory. It's basic human biology. Every night while you sleep, your liver works overtime. It produces bile, helps process fats, filters out toxins, and clears leftover hormones. But here's the key. Your liver can't do all of that properly unless your stomach sends the right signal. And that signal is acid, specifically a healthy acidic environment in the stomach. Now here's where it gets tricky. As we age, and especially if we struggle with bloating or heartburn, many of us reach for antacids. These pills neutralize stomach acid, and while they may bring temporary relief, they quietly disrupt digestion and liver function. When your stomach is too alkaline, your gallbladder doesn't get the cue to release bile. And bile is the body's natural detox juice. It helps break down fats and supports your liver's cleansing process. Without bile, your liver is like a washing machine without water. It can't clean anything. That's why apple cider vinegar can be such a game changer. Just 1 tablespoon diluted in water after dinner can gently restore the stomach's ideal acidity. And that small shift? It sets off a chain reaction. Better bile flow, improved fat digestion, and a smoother, more efficient liver. No pills, no powders, no extreme fasting. Just a simple nighttime ritual that gives your body what it actually needs to detox the right way. Because true detox isn't about drinking green sludge or starving yourself. Sometimes it's as simple as helping your body do what it was designed to do, with the right support at the right time. The energy fuel you've never used. When people hear the word acid, they usually think of something harmful, irritating, or harsh. But what if I told you there's an acid that doesn't take from your body? It gives. It fuels you at the deepest, most cellular level. That acid is acetic acid, the core component of apple cider vinegar. Here's what no one tells you. Acetic acid isn't just for digestion or blood sugar. It's actually a form of fuel your cells can run on, especially at night. While most people rely on glucose or fat as energy sources, your mitochondria, the energy factories inside each cell, can also burn acetic acid to produce ATP, your body's purest form of energy. And why does this matter? Because a lot of people who feel exhausted all the time aren't just lacking sleep, they're lacking efficiency in how their cells make energy. Their engines are running, but on the wrong fuel. So even if they sleep 7 or 8 hours, they wake up foggy, stiff, or drained. It's not about hours in bed. It's about what your body is doing while you're there. Taking apple cider vinegar before bed is like giving your cells a cleaner alternative fuel. It bypasses some of the metabolic blocks caused by insulin resistance, blood sugar swings, or low stomach acid. And instead of storing calories as fat, your body gets to burn them properly for clean energy, deep recovery, and a more rested morning. Because sleep isn't just a time to shut down. It's your body's nightly performance, rebuilding muscles, balancing hormones, restoring the brain. And like any performance, it needs the right fuel. So the next time you sip that small glass of apple cider vinegar, don't think of it as just an acid. Think of it as the energy your body's been missing all along. How to take it right. Let's make this simple and safe. If you're ready to try apple cider vinegar at night, here's exactly how to do it the right way. Start by mixing 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar into about 8 ounces, 250 milliliters of warm water. Drink it 20 to 30 minutes after dinner, not before, and definitely not on an empty stomach. That timing helps your digestion without irritating your gut. Protect your teeth by drinking through a straw. Vinegar is acidic, and over time, it can wear down enamel. If the taste is a bit too sharp, add a squeeze of fresh lemon or a few drops of liquid stevia to soften the flavor without adding sugar. Important warning: if you have a history of stomach ulcers or you're currently taking blood thinners, check with your doctor first. This remedy is gentle, but your safety always comes first. Do it right, and this tiny evening habit could become your biggest health upgrade. Just one night. You've tried pills. You've tried teas. You've read every label in the health aisle, hoping something might finally click. But what if the answer has always been in your kitchen, just sitting quietly in a glass bottle, waiting to be noticed? Here's your challenge. Just one night. 1 small glass of warm water with a spoonful of apple cider vinegar. Taken 20-30 minutes after dinner. Nothing fancy. No brands to chase. Just a habit, waiting to begin. Before bed, take 60 seconds to pause. Breathe, then drink. And the next morning, really pay attention. How did you sleep? Was your digestion quieter? Did your mind feel a little lighter? Your body a little clearer? Write it down. Reflect. Because here's the truth. Real change doesn't always come from big moves. Sometimes it begins with a tiny action done with intention. And sometimes, one night is enough to know you're on the right track. If this video made you curious, take that first step. Like, subscribe, and comment below. What changed after one night? We read every story, and yours might inspire someone else to try.